Nenu Meeku Baaga Kavalsinavaadini review. Nonsensical entertainer. What is the film about? Teju Sanjana is an alcoholic and stays alone. 𝗰𝘁𝗶𝗵 is the cab driver who drops her off frequently. One day, out of curiosity, he asks her the reason for her constant drinking. Teju's flashback, followed by 𝗰𝘁𝗶 in the conversation, constitutes a major chunk of the movie's narrative. What she said and did 𝗰𝘁𝗶 manage to change her perspective is the film's overall story. Performances. 𝗰𝘁𝗶𝗵 is in a 𝗰𝘁𝗶𝗵𝗵 mode in Nenu Meeku Baaga Kavalsinavaadini. There is a grandmass intro item number, a stylish fight, and many comic satires in typical star style. He does have the ease in pulling them off, but one can't help but feel if it's too soon for a newcomer like him. There are no big emotional scenes for 𝗰𝘁𝗶𝗵 in Nenu Meeku Baaga Kavalsinavaadini. The entire narrative runs on the dialogue delivery and ease factor. He is okay with them. Sanjana gets a meaty role, keeping in mind the kind of parts heroines get in regular hero-dominated commercial entertainers. However, she fails to create any impact. The biggest issue is with the presentation. She looks odd and unflattering in a few angles, and we see many of those. The sequence during the first half after a proposal, for example, the shots are terrible. When captured neatly, she looks decent. Analysis. 𝗰𝘁𝗶𝗵 corrects Nenu Meeku Baaga Kavalsinavaadini. It has an old and outdated plot revolving around the elopement of the heroine and the repercussions it has on the girl's family. While the plot is as old as the hills, there is an attempt to adapt it to the current times. The screenplay and comedy take the modern approach, and the outdated drama is cut down as much as possible in the process. While the intention might be right to tweak the cliché, the result is far from satisfactory. The way the narrative progresses and it's shot, we still get the outdated vibe. It can be mainly seen when there are family scenes. But before that happens, the narrative is packed with lengthy comedy scenes. They are as silly as it gets. Take, for example, the dialogue, 𝗰𝘁𝗶𝗵𝗵 ledu 𝗰𝘁𝗶𝗵𝗵𝗵. The comedy is filled with such silly writing. If that's the idea of one's entertainment, there are some funny bits. But even on that score, there is very little. So, you leave out the silly comedy and the routine drama. What is left with is an interval bang and the climax. Yes, there is nothing else. The interval and the ending are decent compared to everything. No wonder they stand out easily. In short, the interval makes one look forward to the second half. And similarly, the climax ends the whole thing on a positive note. But the thing is, it would be difficult to stay put up until that point. Overall, Nenu Meeku Baaga Kavalsinavaadini has an outdated plot with a little tweak at the middle and the end. Everything else is a filler to entertain her with the silliest writing possible. It makes the movie an easily skippable affair theatrically. Performances by others actors apart from the lead pair. There is hardly anyone who registers. We have the veteran director 𝗰𝘁 Krishna Reddy play a routine father role, but he also lacks anything significant to speak about. Baba Bhaskar plays a comic part relative to the hero. He goes overboard, but routine sketches let down more than that. The rest of the actors have hardly anything to do even though they fill the screens from time to time. Music and other departments. Mani Sharma provides the music and background score. The songs have an outdated feel, not just musically but also choreography-wise. The background score is better, comparatively, with some trendy beats in between. The cinematography, too, adds to the outdated vibe of the film. The editing is relative better from Prowan Cutie. The writing is mostly silly. Highlights: interval climax. Drawbacks: drama, poor supporting roles, too many songs, filler narrative.